Why is Virgo the trickiest zodiac sign? Today, we take a look at one of the most common zodiac signs, namely Virgo, and try to understand some of the common opinions. Virgo is a sign that at first glance seems modest, reasonable, and even simple-minded. But in fact, behind this calmness lies one of the most cunning minds of the zodiac. Their trick is not in manipulation or loud statements, but in the ability to calculate the situation, analyze people, and act in such a way that they always win. Now let's figure out why Virgo is the trickiest zodiac sign. The first reason is the analytical mindset. Virgos are often distinguished by their high intellectual and analytical abilities. Their analytical skills may be perceived as a trick, but in fact, it is more the result of their desire for understanding and improvement. Virgo is always focused on finding the best ways to do something and improve the world around them. Their penchant for analysis allows them to see details and features that might otherwise go unnoticed by others. They strive for order and precision in everything they do, and this makes them excellent performers and problem solvers. However, this thoroughness and rigor can lead to excessive self-criticism, both towards oneself and others. Virgos don't just analyze the world around them, they also strive to analyze themselves, which makes them real self-helpers. They are constantly working on their flaws and striving for a better version of themselves. The second reason for their cunning is cold calculation. Virgos rarely commit impulsive acts. They carefully analyze everything and calculate several steps ahead. If Virgo is doing something, be sure she has already considered all the possible consequences and has chosen the most profitable option. Their trick is that they don't show their intentions, but they always know where their path leads. The third reason, they see other people's weaknesses. Virgos have incredible powers of observation. They notice the smallest details in people's behavior and can use them to their advantage. They don't need to put direct pressure on a person. Just one well-marked phrase or a subtle hint is enough to get the desired result. The fourth reason is the pursuit of excellence. Striving for perfection, Virgo often strives for ideals and perfectionism, which can sometimes irritate others. However, this is not necessarily related to cunning, but rather to the desire to make everything as good as possible. Virgo women feel comfortable only in a situation where everything around them is under control and meets the high standards they set for themselves. Their tendency to perfectionism is a manifestation of their concern for detail and their desire for quality. This can make them excellent in the professional field, as they can usually achieve outstanding results due to their ability to analyze in detail. However, sometimes Virgos need to learn a more flexible approach and accept that not everything can be perfect. Striving for perfection can cause stress and overload, and they can be under constant stress, which ultimately harms their health and relationships. The fifth reason is neatness and decency. Eves usually worry about details and cleanliness. They may seem picky, but that's more a consequence of their close observation skills. Virgos strive for order and comfort in their lives, and they often put considerable effort into ensuring cleanliness and neatness in their surroundings. Their penchant for neatness and order can make them reliable and organized partners at home and at work. They are able to plan and manage projects with a high degree of precision and detail. In relationships, they often take care of their loved ones, providing them with comfort and well-grooming. However, sometimes Virgos should be careful to avoid being overly critical and picky about others. Their demands for order and neatness can sometimes lead to conflicts with loved ones, especially if they do not share the same high standards. The 6th reason, they never reveal all the cards. Virgo may seem sincere and open, but in reality, she never says more than she needs to. They carefully filter information and share only what is beneficial. If Virgo talks about her plans, it means that she has another, real plan that no one knows about. The 7th reason, they create the image of a perfectionist so that no one suspects a trick. Virgos often look like hardworking, honest, and principled people. And it's true, but it is this image that helps them hide their cunning. People think that Virgo acts solely by the rules, which means they don't expect hidden moves from her. But Virgo is just using the system to her advantage. The 8th reason is caring for others. Virgo often cares about the well-being of others and can offer advice and help in solving problems. This is not a trick, but a show of care. Virgo is ready to lend a helping hand if someone needs support, and they do it sincerely and kindly. Their ability to listen and analyze the situation allows them to be good friends and interlocutors, ready to offer reasonable advice and support in difficult moments. They also usually show attention to detail, which makes them capable of helping others organize and solve problems. However, sometimes Virgos should keep in mind the boundaries of other people's personal space and not interfere too actively if their help has not been requested. The imposition of advice and help can cause negative reactions in some people. The 9th reason is pragmatism. Virgos usually make pragmatic decisions based on reality. They may be overly critical, but that's not necessarily due to trickery. Virgos prefer to consider issues from a practical point of view and be guided by facts, which makes them excellent planners and performers. Their pragmatic approach allows them to effectively solve problems and achieve their goals. They can see practical ways to solve complex problems and usually follow logic and common sense. However, sometimes this pragmatism can make them overly critical and prone to comment on the actions of others. Virgo should remember that not all decisions can always be expressed in numbers and facts, and take into account the feelings and intuition of others. The 10th reason is a tendency to introspection. Virgo's tendency to introspection can be critical of themselves and strive for self-improvement. However, this does not necessarily mean that they are cunning. Virgo, being eternal self-controllers, often strive for perfection and constantly analyze their actions and decisions. This character trait can help them grow and develop by learning from their mistakes. Their penchant for introspection allows them to set new goals and achieve better results in various aspects of life. They are not afraid to reconsider their previous decisions and actions if it helps them become more successful and happier. However, sometimes too much introspection can lead to excessive self-criticism and perfectionism, which can cause stress and even doubts about one's own abilities. The 11th reason is caution. Virgos can be careful in their actions and decisions. This is not always a trick, but rather a precaution. Virgos usually carefully weigh their steps to avoid unnecessary risks and mistakes. They prefer to act cautiously and analyze situations before making decisions. Their caution can be their strength, as it helps them avoid potential problems and setbacks. They rarely rush into the unknown without prior planning and preparation. However, sometimes the caution of Virgos can be excessive and lead to feelings of doubt and fear. Sometimes they should take risks and make bolder decisions in order to achieve new goals and experience new experiences. Virgo is not an insidious manipulator, but a strategist who knows how to achieve his goals quietly and without unnecessary noise. Their cunning lies in intelligence. observation, and the ability to adjust the situation to themselves without arousing suspicion. If Virgo is up to something, be sure she's already thought through all the details and will get what she wants in the end.